So it's okay. It starts right now. My name is Miss Aliya Makarova. I'm a lecturer of Human Resource Management course. So I will teach you how to manage human resources in the organization. So I hope that most of you already joined the class. I can see it's around 10 people or more than it. So I'd like to get a clear picture each of you that will help me and you to integrate as a team and to understand each other better. So let's start from introducing yourself. I start first. So actually I'm from Kazakhstan, but right now I live in Montenegro. This is in Europe. So I have done my MBA course in Staffordshire University, which is a UK university, but I studied in Malaysian campus. Yes, past 5 years I live in Malaysia. So what about my work experience? Just tell you my last job was in Malaysia as a managing director in a trading company. So at the present, I'm in Europe and teach MBA online course. So maybe who wants to start to introduce yourself? I'd like to hear you at the students. Just a moment, I will unmute you all. Okay.
You unmuted us all.
Yes, I know. Sorry, I should mute. Oh, so okay. Mr. Barak wants to introduce himself. Just a moment. Okay, Mr. Barak. Sorry, Mr. Barak.
Hello.
Can you hear me, Mr. Barak?
Hello, guys.
Yes, I can see your hand, Mr. Barak. I move to Mr. Ahmad. Just a moment. Okay, Mr. Ahmad, can you hear me?
Thank you very much. Yeah, I can hear you. Good evening to everybody.
Okay.
My name is Ahmad Jawad Wafa, attending this online MBA from Bamyan, Afghanistan.
Nice.
I'm working for UNHCR, the UN Refugee Agency, if anybody knows it. Our office in Bamyan, we are supporting voluntary return of Afghan refugees. Coming from a legal background, I have to say that I have no business-related study and experience before, but since I was given the responsibility to manage a small office in Bamyan, one of my learning objectives during 2011 is that I agreed with my office and supervisors to improve and feed my talent and knowledge in the MBA and business and management issues to help myself learn more about gender management, office management, human resource, and these sorts of things. And I hope this online MBA is the right choice for this purpose. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Ahmad. So who is the next? So I can see Mr. Barak. I tried to unmute you. Okay. Mr. Barak, can you hear me? Mr. Barak. Mr. Barak, we can hear you. I don't know why you did not hear. Okay, that's okay, Mr. Barak. You can introduce yourself by chat. It's fine. Oh, great. Good.
Hello? Yes.
Mr. Barak, did you finish your introducing? Oh, Mr. Suleiman has a problem. Okay. So I hope most of you can hear me because Elizabeth said that this is not a problem with my microphone because some of you can hear me very well, but others I don't know what to do. I'm so sorry because you have to manage your microphone. Please do it because I would like to start a class right now. Okay, So everybody can see the PowerPoint slides, which is introduced in this program. Can you see? So today the first class is Introduction to Human Resource Management. So you can see the topic and the structure of the lesson. Today we will identify what is human resource management itself. We will identify the main objectives of the human resource management and compare the personal management with the HRM. And at the end of this class, I will give you a case study of the British gas company. So I will give you around 10 minutes to read it, and we will discuss about this case study. So we will answer for the questions, and we will think about and discuss. The first definition of human resource management, you have to understand this is a process of managing people in the organizations in a structured and thorough manner. This covers the fields like staffing, which is hiring people, retention people, the pay management, performance management, change management, and taking care of the exits from the company. So the second definition of human resource management include the management of people in the organizations from a macro perspective. What that means? It means managing people in the form of a collective relationship between management and employees. Actually, this approach focuses on the objectives and outcomes of the HRM function. So what this means is that HR function is contemporary organization is concerned with the notions of people enabling the people development and the focus on making the employment relationship. So you have to remember, and you have to know and remember that the staff, I know that most of you are top management, so to manage human resources is very important a role in your occupational professional. So the staff is our internal customers. So this approach actually now infuses the corporate language in some organizations to extend that HR officers refer to the staff and line managers whom they serve as their internal customers. The contribution of HR function, the main contribution is to gaining competitive advantage, which involves achieving the fundamental aims of an organization. It means managing people more effectively and efficiently than the competitors. So this aims is mobilizing a workforce, maximizing its performance, and managing change effectively and striving to achieve the excellence in administration. So there is attracting, engaging, rewarding, developing, and retaining people effectively is this vital. So whatever the definition we use for the answer to the question what is HRM, that is all about people in the organizations. So no wonder that some multinationals call the HR manager as the people managers or people enablers, and the practice they call as people management. So today in the 21st century organizations, the HR manager or people manager is no longer seen as someone who takes care of the activities described in the traditional way. It's something new. So the next slide, you can see here is the human resource management, is the utilization of human resources to achieve its organization objectives. So what the HR activity objectives is itself. We have 4 main objectives in HR. Is staffing, performance, change management, and administration. Oh, sorry, I have a question. Yes, sorry, Mr. Ahmad, of course, I will provide all slides after this class. We will email to you, don't worry about that. Because I prepared slides for every class, and the reference book I will send you also. And actually, the reference of the book you can find at the Facebook. The link is over there. So let's continue the class. So the main objects you can see staffing. So I will explain each of them to you. Staffing. What you can see in the staffing. Staffing. Actually, this involves designing organization structures, identifying under what type of contract different groups of employees will work before the recruiting, selecting, and developing the people required to fill the roles. We have to understand that the staffing, it means that the right people with the right skills at the right time should provide the service when is needed. So there is a need to compete effectively in the employment market by recruiting and retaining the best workforce that is available in the market. So, and staffing objectives, that means company must provide of attractive employment package. This involves developing employment packages that are sufficiently attractive to maintain the required employee skills. So the tighter the labor market, becomes, the harder it is to find and hold right people with the right skills. In such circumstances, increased attention has to be given to developing competitive pay packages, which includes the salaries, rewards, trainings, development opportunities, is corporate environment, which is a company's culture, and so on. Okay, Mr. Ahmad, I will send materials direct to your emails. Don't worry, after this class, I will send all those slides to you if you cannot get from the Facebook. Is it okay? I hope it's okay. So now we understand the HR activity staffing objective. What is it about? About structure, about contract between employee and employment, and is about attractive employment package. So everybody, don't worry, this class is recorded, and Mr. Reza will put this class on the YouTube, and you can later download if you would like to re-listen again. So sorry for the little announce. So the next objective is performance. What is a performance about? Performance is about training and development people. So the training and development has a role to play as the reward system to maximize effort and focus attention to performance targets. The achievement of performance objectives also requires HR specialists to assist disciplines employees effectively and equitably. So about training and development, we talk in latest chapters more detail, and about reward system also. So the third objective is change management. So change management means effectively managing change. So change comes in different forms. If we talk about any company, the change could be external or internal. So what about external change? As you see in the slides, I have mentioned PESTEL. As you know, the PESTEL analysis. So the change means the external change comes from political part of any country. It could be economical changes, social, technological, environment, and changes from legalizations. So there is sometimes it is structural and requiring reorganization of activities or the introduction of new people into particular roles. So when the change comes from internal, let's think about it. Oh, sorry, I have a question from Mr. Ahmad. What is the L for again, please? L? What L? PESTEL is law factors, legalizations, about law factors. I hope you understand me. So, about change management. I would like to tell you one story from my life, actually from my husband's work. In his work, has changed a main director of the company and how it influenced all the company. First, when shareholder changed the director, the managing director actually, most of staff in the company was changed by the new employee. And there was a big turnover of the labor, and also the company changed its structure. The company has a department which was outsourced. Now it's all insourced. The employees was changed for a new one. Some was quit or and what else? They changed also the payment packages, and they also changed the appraisal system in the company. So I would like to say that when change will happen with the company, it's HR function here it's very important, because I will explain you just a moment. Because why? I will explain because why. Because HR department includes a recruitment, development people with the necessary leadership skills to drive the change process itself. So here is when change happens, a company must to employ a change agent to encourage acceptance of change and the construction of reward system which underpin the change process. The change agent could be internal, from the internal staff. For example, the top manager will select and choose one of employee who will be as a change agent. He must have leadership skills. This is very important. Or company can employ the change man from outside. This is called outsourcing change management. So about change management, we'll also talk more detail in latest chapters. So let's move to administration objective. What is about the administration objective? So there is a legal aspect to much administrative activity, meaning that it is done because the business is required by law to comply. So it's a requirement that payment must be professionally and lawfully, with the itemized monthly pay statements being provided for all employees. And there is also the need to make arrangements for all the deduction of taxation and national insurance. And the payment for the pensions, as you know, you can see here is in the slide, it's statutory sick pay and statutory maternity pay, national minimum wage. I know that every country has own national minimum wage, and the working time regulations. So, Ms. Kais, I think I pronounce right, Mr. Kais. If I pronounce wrong, I'm so sorry. What is a pestle? Pestle, about pestle, I think in the strategy you talk about it more detail, but now I will explain a little bit about the pestle. Pestle is external analysis of the company. It means you are, for example, your analyzer which is working in the company, and if you would like to analyze your competitors and the environment which includes the markets, the competitors and such company of you want to know what the change happens, you use the pestle analysis. That means you will identify what political factors will influence the company. So what the E means, what economical factors will influence the company. Here is the pestle in the change management objective, how is impact to each other. So I will explain to you. This is like when changes happens, like pestle, like external change from political factors, economical or social or technological, the HR activity to manage a change in the company in effective and right way. Yes, right, Mr. Ahmad. Political, economic, social, not technical, it's technological, environmental and legal. That's right. So I hope you understand, everybody, what that means, the pestle analysis. Chief for technological factors. Actually, dear students, about pestle analysis, I can give you some materials. I think I will send you by email. Don't worry. So then you can understand more detail what is the pestle analysis. And actually, in strategy and management operation class, I think you will the teacher will teach you what it's about. So sorry if I thought like most of you know what is the PESTEL, so sorry if you don't know and have a question about it. So let's move. So now we identify the main objectives of the HR activity. Let's move to the next slide. So, and the primary goal of human resource activities is to create compatibility between the individual's continuing development and the organization's superior economic performance. That is said by the science. So, depending on the size of the organization, the HR manager has responsibility for all the functions that deal with the needs and activities of the organization people, including. So what HR managers do is recruit new employees, hirings, is provided trainings, organization development, the communication between shareholders, top management, and employees or just normal staff itself. The performance management, coaching, policy recommendations, salary benefits, team building, employee relation, and leadership, as you can see in the slide. All about these activities we will discuss in the next chapters. I would like to say that all these activities will be discussed more detail by each chapter. So, for the next chapter, we talk about resourcing, which means recruiting, hiring people. Sorry, I'm getting. Please, dear students, let's focus on the slides first. And at the end of this class, at the end of these slides, we'll have a questions and answers part. Then you can answer. Then you can ask me the questions, and I will answer to you. Because now it's a little bit difficult. I will try to explain to you, and you have a question for previous slides. It will confuse me and you also. So, can you see slide? The figure 1 shows the HRM roles and objectives. As we already talked about the objectives, the change management, administration, performance, and staffing. And about the human resource, the roles is line managers, consultants and advisors, subcontractors, human resource generalists, and human resource specialists. Dear students, at the end of this class, I will give you the time for asking the questions, and I will try to answer more detailed, more understandable. So let's move to the next slide. Now we compare the human resource management with the personal management. Many students hear the term human resource management and wonder about the difference between HRM and the traditional term personal management. In early times, the personal management of a factory or any company was the person in charge of ensuring employee welfare and interceding between the management and employees. Today, in recent times, the term has been replaced with the HR management. Now we look at the main differences in usage and scope of functions. In the following tables, we will look at the main differences. So here is the personal management is more workforce-centered and directly mainly at the organization's employees, which includes finding and training them, arrange for them to be paid, explain the management expectations, justifying the management's actions, satisfying work-related needs, dealing with the problems, and seeking to modify management actions that could produce unwelcome employee response. So let's move to the next slide. I hope you already have read. So what is human resource management? It's more resource-centered. And directed mainly at the management needs for human resources to be provided and deployed. Its greater emphasis on planning, monitoring, and control rather than the mediation. Also, HRM is problem solver. In HRM, the problem solving is undertaken with other members of the management on human resource issues rather than directly with employees or their representatives. At the next slide, I have prepared to you a tables with the main differences between HRM and personal management. So let's move to the next slide. Here is, you can see, human resource management. It deals with the macro issues, then the personal management, which deals with the micro issues. So human resource management is more global and strategic function and long-term. It's more proactive, looks at the organization needs, seen as important and strategic. But the earliest personal management is more short-term, reactive, looks at people's needs, and personal department is seen as not so important. As you remember, 10-15 years ago, the management department actually, the main function was to ensure the welfare and to be as a catalyst between the top management and employees itself. Today, the human resource management is more widely. It's also integrated with other departments in the company, which is the finance department, marketing department, or sales, or whatever is the department your company has. So let's move to the next slide. There is other differences between HRM and personal management. So the HRM reports direct to CEO and contributes to decision making. Management action follows to business needs, and key relation is more customer. What about the personal management? Previously, the personal management was reported through the line managers, then to CEO, and it hadn't not so much decision making, and the management action followed procedures which were more bureaucratic. The managerial task in relation to labor was just monitoring the people. So let's move to another slide. The next slide you can see. Today, HRM is more fast speed of the decision making. It responds to the change speedily and more quickly. And direct communication and increased flow, performance related, and the selection is more integrated with other departments, let's say. What about the personal management? It was slow speed of decision, indirect communication, restricted flow, negotiation with the price management skills. About pay, the payment was by the job evaluation. Today it's performance related, and the selection was a separate marginal task. For example, I will tell you one assumption about the payment, which have been in personal management and today in new HRM. Today, for example, in some companies, for example, my last company, the human resource management department was hiring people. Before the hiring people, it was integrated with that department where is needed a new employees. For example, company needs a new sales management, and the human resource department was integrated with the sales department and with the line manager of the sales department. And the interview was contributed by the line manager of the sales department. I hope you understand me what I meant. So let's move to the next slide. So today, HRM is the people are hired by the individual contracts. The job design is more teamwork, as you know. The climate and culture in the company is managed by the HR manager. It has a more low standardization and has an agent of change, which we'll talk in the objective. Then the personnel management had a high standardization. The training and development was controlled by the just courses. Job design was more division of the labor, and labor management was more collective. All employees was under some standard contract which provide the company. So in the conclusion, the comparison in HRM and personal management, I'd like to say, it is clear from the above tables that HRM denotes a shift in focus and strategy and is in tune with the needs of the modern organization. HRM concentrates on the planning, monitoring, and control aspects of resources, where the personal management was largely about mediation between the management and employees. Many experts view personal management as being workforce-centered, where the HRM is resource-centered. And the differences between these two terms have to be viewed through the prism of people management, through the times, and in the context of the industry that is being studied. So now we have a quick review question. We will discuss about HR objectives and the limitation of personal management. So who has a question? Let's start. Mr. Barat has a question. I can see his hand. Dear students, can you hear me? I would like to listen your questions, so we can discuss and I will answer for you. So who has a question about this lecture? Maybe somebody didn't understand some of parts of this lecture. About the slides, I will definitely email to you after this class. Don't worry about this. And the records also will be put it in the YouTube. Okay, just one. Mr. Ahmad has a question. Mr. Ahmad.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear.
Yes, my question is in relation to the responsibility of human resource management, which you said one of the responsibilities is policy recommendation. I just want to make sure that this policy recommendation is should be more related to policies in relation to staff, not actually to business or operational management. Am I right in my understanding?
Yes, Mr. Ahmad, you are right. When we talk about policy recommendations, this is between the employee, the staff, and the company itself.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you very much.
You are welcome. So, who's the next? Mr. Kais. Mr. I'm sorry if I spell wrong your name. Mr. Kais? I can't hear you. Maybe you can chat your question so I can read it. Oh, okay, thanks. So, the question here is I received. Please differentiate the PM and HRM very briefly. So, the personal management, the term of the personal management we used earlier in the maybe 15-20 years ago. The personal manager, for example, in the company, it just was like catalyst, like media person who stand between the company and the employees itself. And the personal manager just was responsible, for example, to provide the salaries for the staff and the policy recommendations, manage the policy recommendation policies between the company and staff itself. But today, the new human resource management, the term, and actually the HR department in the company is more widely because it's expressed to all the departments in the company. So it's not only the response for the welfare and salaries for the staff, it also includes the trainings and developments of the staff and provide the development opportunities to the company. And also it has activity as a change agent in the company, which provide the change agent. For example, when a change happens in the company, and if it influences the staff, the HR manager has a response for this change. So, Mr. Kais would like to hear the explanation of the roles and the objectives of the objectives. Just a moment, I will show you the slide. Here is the main objectives. I already explained to you. What here is the starting objectives of the human resource management is about how company is structured, what kind of contract company use between company itself and the employees, and what the payment package company provide to the employees. What it includes? Maybe it includes salaries. It includes like salaries. Also, maybe it includes some bonuses. The reward system which provide them bonuses. Training and development opportunities. For example, some companies provide the trainings to the staff. Like when I worked in last company, previous Malaysia, it was an insurance company. And for example, a company has provided trainings to their staff, but these trainings was the company paid for that trainings, but it was too expensive for the staff pay at the moment, and it's like was credit, as you know. Company just deduct some of the percentage of the payment for the trains from the each salary. And our employees was going to Europe, to USA for the training programs, and they get more qualified. Some of them got some certificate or license for their occupation. This was about the attractive package. It's about also training and development. The performance management, as I told you, this is about the motivation programs. What kind of motivation program company provide to the employees? What kind of reward system company has? The change management object, as I told you, that the HR manager is a response to the change. Also, when a change happens in the company, HR manager is response to manage that change between the staff and the company itself. And administration objective is all about the policy and administrative activities in the company which happens. So Mr. Rahman has a question. I just wanna read it. He has argued with his organizations to cover the cost of online MBA. This is performance of yes, right. Okay. You see, there's some large companies provide MBA courses. It could be online or it could be offline. But it depends on the company. Has the company the program, the special program to provide the MBA courses to employees? Will it cover the expenses or not? For example, you already have taken the MBA online course. If your company has ability to pay for this MBA online course, you must justify why you need this MBA online course. Maybe my suggestion is that you can write a letter or like a presentation, the advantages of MBA online, that after this MBA course, you will learn and get more. You will get new skills. You will get the knowledge. You will get experience. So after class, after course, you can apply all those things in your company. I mean, you will bring all these advantages to your company. And company also will get a profit from your study. The justifying your payment of the online MBA must be, you know, it must be very carefully. You must write. For example, you have to write down your advantages that you are going to get from the MBA online course first, and how you are going to apply these all new things in your company, and how this will impact your company, and what your company will get at the end. I mean, maybe you will the company the sales will rise, or you will get a new customers. I'm sorry, students, give me 5 minutes. Just a moment. Hello, students. I'm back. I'm so sorry. So here is I have a question. So Mr. Ahmad, I hope I answered to your question.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thanks. So now I would like to answer for the question, the difference between recruiting and hiring. What is means recruiting? The process of the recruiting is it involves the selection people, which starts from the interviewing people and by the choice of the selection people. What about hiring? Hiring is process when you already have selected a new employee and you already have signed the contract between the employee and the company. This already have done the process hiring. Recruiting starts before the hiring. It's the process before the new employee enters the company. So I hope I answered for your question. The selection. Okay. Also, as I told you before, all this activity, selection, hiring, we will go by next chapters, but I will briefly explain to you selection. The selection process, for example, you have interviewed a few people, maybe you have interviewed 20 people, and the selection process is to find right employee between these 20 persons. The selection first it comes from the what kind of skills and knowledge the person must to have. You will identify the best employee from the 20 persons. You will identify who is the best actually from these people. Who has the best education from him? Who has the best experience in special fields? Who has the best skills in some area? The selection process, this is like a process identifying the best employee to your vacancy from the maybe 200 interviewing people. This is a selection process. No, about okay, student, you have a question about change management. I would like to say that actually change management itself it's like this is, for example, each department in the company has a change management objective, but in human resource department, the change management process includes the managing change between the employees and the company. It's like if the company has reorganized, has a new product, a service, and here is HR manager must to provide some trainings and developments to employees to produce this new product or service. Or HR manager will hire a new employee who already know how to use this product or service or program which is happening in the company. This is a HR manager. What is responsible for the change manager has to manage the people to respond for the new changes. So I hope I have answered for the change management objective question. So what the next question? Just a moment. Yes, the change, Mr. Ahmad Ilyas says that the change man should not be just a job of HRM. This is not just a job of HRM. It is one of the role of HR manager to respond to the changes. So, and Mr. Zabihullah, I'm sorry if I spell wrong, asking the whole process of the hiring a new employee. The whole process includes is recruiting, selecting, and hiring itself. About hiring, recruiting the new employer, we told in the latest chapters. You don't worry about this. So yes, Mr. Barak, now I hope I explained to you the main objectives of the HRM. What about the roles? The roles is here you can see. I mean, for example, HR department includes the human resource generalist, which is the line manager of the HR department. Is the human resource specialist. For example, who's the human resource specialist? The people who respond to provide the salary and other benefits to the staff. The subcontractors is like, for example, when company wants to hire a new employee, it can use the outsourcing. What is outsourcing from the new recruiting agency? Like a company can sign a contract between company and the outside recruiting agency, which you know is a headhunter and others. This is the roles of HRM is response to this function. Yes, HRM means human resource management. In every slide, I just put HRM. It's like a short spelling of human resource management. So, dear students, who has more questions? So I can see Mr. Ahmad Ilyas has a question.
Yes, can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear you, please.
Okay. If you don't mind, please give us some more elaborations on the personnel management and the human resource management. Just very briefly, how should we differentiate between the two? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ahmad. So the personal management, this term was used earlier, before 80s, 90s. It was just respond to the high people, pay the salary, and provide the vacation. That's all. It was more. Just here is I will show you. Workforce centered. But today, human resource management is the managing people, which means it's like managing, for example, in the finance department, you are managing activities, which is finance, money. It's what else you have. In the HR, you are managing people. In the that means today's HRM is more widely. It responds not only to pay salary, to provide the vacation, to hire new people. It also provides trainings, development opportunities, the reward systems. It's like more performance-based. For example, previously in personal management, like in any factory, any employee has worked maybe 8 hours, and the payment was based by how long the employee will work, how many hours, how long. For example, 8, 4, 6 hours he has work, and company paid the salary based on the each hour. It's calculated how much he will get. But today, in HRM, a new term, the payment is based on performance. For example, your top manager or a line manager will give you a new project, and you must complete this project. You have to when you will done this project, you will get the salary or benefits or bonuses based on the effective and efficiency of this project, and how this, for example, project will fit with the organization's objectives. This is what HRM do for today. Mr. Ahmad, I hope I have answered for your question.
Can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, you did respond to the question. So in this case, if we, as you said, if we consider the HRM, the management of people in organization,
yes,
then we can also say that the personnel management also could be part of the HRM actually, because it's still dealing with the people, isn't it?
Yes, right, Mr. Ahmad. Logically you are right. Personal management is growth to HRM, and now personal management is like a part of HRM, and HRM functions become more widely and more tall than the previously. You are right. Logically, you are right. This is the right answer for your question.
Yes.
Today, HRM do more than previously.
Thank you. Now, also, please, just to make a differentiation, please call me Ilyas, because we have too many Ahmads in the group. Just to differentiate. Shortly, Ilyas.
Sorry, Mr. Ilyas. It's very good, because also we have an Ilyas name in our country.
Okay, good. Thank you. Ilyas, thank you.
So here is Mr. Mohammed has a question. He says he thinks that the big difference between the personal and HR management is that the HRM we have made based on recruitment process, which was not available in the personal management. I would like to say that the resourcing process, which is recruitment, hiring, selection people, in the personal management was more different. It differed from the HRM. It was more simple, and maybe not qualified like in today's HRM. For example, you know that now today big international companies, how do they hire the people? They have own websites. There is a link of the career, that is the vacancies provided for today. before you must have fill the application form. First, you will fill the application form. This is the first step. The second step could be if you have filled right and your skills and knowledge is acceptable, you will go for the next stage. Is like testing. They will test your knowledge, your experience. If you already have they accepted by the second stage, you will go the third stage. It could be interviewing. They will interview you face by face. First interview will be with the HR manager. If you already has managed it and you have been accepted by HR manager, you will go to the next interview with the already top manager or line manager or the special department. This is today's in HRM the process of resourcing is become very wide, long. So you have to do a lot of application. You must fill a lot of application, testing, interviewing, and so on. But before, for example, in personal management, that was one way. The hiring people comes to the company, maybe they just interview with the HR manager, and decision making was fast. But it was not responsive to the company has find a qualified person. What I would like to say. Today's HRM is more detailed. Maybe it's more difficult, like to enter a new company, like hiring process and those on. But it shows and gives a good result at the end, because company will hire the right people with the right skills. What I would like to say. So, and dear students, I would like to give you one case study, which I told you previously. The case study based on the British Gas Company. You have to read this case study, and this case study have a questions, and we will discuss and we will answer for the questions. I try to send you to your emails. I think I have your email. Just a moment, I will check my email. If I receive your emails, I will send you right now. Who has other question during I sending to you the case study? Who has a question? Please come. Mr. Elias has a question, I think so. Okay, Mr. Elias.
Okay, it's just regarding the task, the assignment which we're talking about. Did you say that you're going to send us an email on that and the deadline also?
Oh, okay, just Mr. Elias and others, the assignment. I will tell you how will I examine you at the end of this course. Just a moment. So here you can see, actually my class, the HRM will include the PowerPoint slides, which I will send you by the end of this class. And based on case study, on each class, I will try you give a different case studies. We will think and we will discuss about this case study. We will answer for the questions. And then your examination will be based on assignment, which includes two parts. First part will be a group assignment, and second is an individual work. What I would like to say, the individual work will be based on your own experience in your company, which is related to human resource management. But the group assignment will be based on a case study, and this case study I will provide you by the next class. The case study for the group assignment I will provide the next class, but now I would like to send you the case study which we talk right now. This is a different case studies. I would like to send you by emails, but I haven't received yet your emails. I'm so sorry for this. Just okay. The class come to the end. It's okay. I will email to you this PowerPoint slide and the case study and after this class. And for the next session, first we start from discussion of the case study, and then I will continue the second class. What do you think about it? First, I will right now like the case study will be like a homework. I will send you by email, and you will have 1 week to read it. It's like 3-4 pages only. It's not so big. And for the next class, we will discuss about this case study. You will share your experience and your opinions, and we will try to answer for the questions. And then after that, we will continue PowerPoint slide class. Yeah, I think Mr. Kai says that is good. So the class come to end. Maybe who has other questions? I will try to answer you. Mr. Barak, I think has a question. Mr. Barak, do you hear me? No, I can't hear Mr. Barak. I don't know if he's in class or not in the class. So, So, dear students, if I speak slow or quickly, you just tell me. I try to respond to your privileges, what I say. So, all dear students, don't forget about case study that I will send you by email, and you have to read it during the 1 week. It's only 3-4 pages. And next session we start to discuss about this case study. It's the case study related to British gas company. Is it okay for everybody? This is little homework I would like to give you, because for me it's very important to integrate with you more effectively by case studies, by questions, by maybe by presentations. Yes, it's okay, it's okay. Mr. Barak says, oh, he hasn't here. Mr. Barak, I think you try to manage your microphone or internet connection for the next session, and then you will be able to ask a question and to discuss with us. I'm so sorry why you have a problem. I don't know. So the rest of you, I think, can hear me very well, and I also can hear very well. Okay. Please manage your microphone and internet connection for the next session, because for me it's very important to hear your voice, your opinions, your questions, your experience. You're welcome. So if nobody has a question, we can end this class. I hope you have joined this class. I hope I have answered for all your questions. Mr. Ahmad Jawad, don't worry about case study. After this class, I will send the case studies and the PowerPoint slides to all of you. Don't worry, you will get it. Anyway, you will get it after this class, and we'll try to upload it in the Facebook also. Yes, I will put in the Facebook all the slides and the case study. So, anybody has a question? You know, today class was like a brief class. It was just only introduction. But the next class will be more detailed about what is HRM do it itself. So, and I think you will like it, because I would like to say all of you that the HRM, which is managing people, is a very important thing in the life. If you can manage people, how would you like? Then you could be successful businessman. So why this subject is very important for all of you? It's no matter in what kind of company do you work, no matter what kind of profession you are. So good night to everybody. I will stop the recording and see you in the next session. It will be next Saturday at 6 p.m. at Kabul time. In that time, I already will be in Moscow. I think in Moscow the internet connection is very good. So the next section I will give from Moscow. So goodbye to all of you. I will pause the recording.